All right. Here we go with another episode of El Pinche Podcast. Pinche Podcast. A Pinche Podcast is a podcast about fitness, jiu-jitsu, men's health, men's emotional health, which a lot of people don't like to talk about.
Yeah, that's one thing.
And hold on, self-improvement, and all of this while talking about goat poop.
Service also, right? Service to people around us.
Veterans? What kind of service?
Veterans.
Do you add value to people?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in magic? Where did I hear that from?
Looking at it.
It's in one of the American Pie movies.
Is that
like Gandalf the White, man? I'm just looking at you right now. Handsome little stubby-faced guy.
I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving
it.
Can we get a zoom in on the stubble?
Hey, there's no Jamie here today.
Jamie, can we get a zoom in on the stubble? Looks good, man. It looks really good.
Looks really good. I remember the first time I fell in love, and this is pretty close.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I need to talk about your eyes again.
No, it's not my eyes.
That's how we start every podcast.
So, what's up, gents? How are you? Let's start with Jonny.
Ooh.
Jonny, be good. What's good?
Not much, man. Excited to be back on the Pinche Podcast.
El Pinche.
And then next week going on vacay. Some real vacay. Finally going to the beach. I'm going to leave my work laptop, my jiu-jitsu gi. I'm going to leave it everything. I'm just going to be on the beach.
Oh,
it's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Damn.
So I'm super juiced about that.
What about you, Joe? What's good with you? How are you?
I'm doing good. A little tired. I think what's good, it's always family. It's always friends, training. We all have things that kind of take us away from that. But what's good is here with you guys, and I enjoy the people that are important to me.
Damn, Joe, that sounded a little down. So this is what I want to do. Tell me something good that happened to you today.
Tell me something.
Something good that happened to me today.
Just one.
I think, I like that because a lot of things do happen throughout the day. I do a gratitude journal, by the way, and that's helpful.
Damn.
So it's very similar. And I was against it on a side note because,
backpack.
But in terms of the mental health that you mentioned, it does force you to go through like the Rolodex of your day, and then you see all the things. So I think the big thing, I like the fact that I get to see my wife every morning, and we have a little conversation as she gets ready and I get ready. Seriously, and every day.
Where's that applause button? Yeah.
Damn.
No, that's a thing.
That one is
where, unfortunately,
that's a good one.
A lot of relationships don't work out. We know the divorce rates, high school sweetheart, but still after all these years, it's just I end the day with her, and I get to start the day with her, so that's great. So thank you for doing that. My energy feels better. Thank you for filling my tank.
That's awesome, dude.
Heck yeah, I love that.
And we're all I know I've only known you guys a year, but it just seems like we're all very blessed having better halves. It just seems like.
Yeah, we do. We do. We have, we gotta do some. I know. I overdo it with this whole taco thing, but I love tacos so much. I fucking love tacos.
We should.
That's like my favorite meal.
Yeah.
Look at him writing already.
Well, I just things that happen every episode, and real quickly, I do love we're in episode 6 because now I get to use 2 hands.
Yeah. Hey, Jonny. So what? Tell us one good thing that happened to you today,
dude. So on that note of significant others, it's the first time that this has actually happened in a really, really long time. So, my wife and I, we both work from home, doing the work from home thing for a couple of years, right? Since basically COVID started. And that means, every day we're hanging out. We don't have kids, right? So it's just like us and the dog. So we're hanging out pretty much like every single day. And her in-laws are visiting this week. Oh, right.
Nice.
So awesome. I love having them around. And she went and hung out with them all day today, and in a weird moment, I was like walking the dog, like walking around my yard, and I was like totally missing her in a super cheesy, weird way. Yeah, and I was like,
another one,
dude,
there's another one,
and it hit me, and I haven't had something like that hit me in like a really long time, and I was like, man, I'm kind of like bummed that she's not here. Like happy that she's hanging out with her mom and her dad and like doing that whole thing, but like kind of bummed that she's not like walking the dog with me today. This is like our thing, right? Our little routine. So just like kind of reflecting on that was kind of a positive moment. Like, hey, it's good to be in a relationship that you're like, feeling that way every once in a while.
Yeah. So. You know what? I love that because you guys are sharing some pretty like personal stuff, and a lot of husbands out there, they don't feel that way. They feel kind of angry. They feel not angry, but animosity. They feel, oh, I got to go do this. But
resentment and stuff.
There's some resentment, but I think like anything, the grass is greener where you water it, and it takes a lot to
I like
right?
that.
Marriage, holy shit. A lot of neutrality. A lot of neutrality, meditation.
There's watering, there's fertilizing.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of fertilizer on my behalf for my relationship. My wife's the light. She's the nutrition. I provide the fertilizer. She would agree.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You know what? I want to say something. This is probably one of my favorite, or is becoming my favorite part of the podcast. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but because I go back and watch the podcasts, it's just white noise in the back. And
that's why we have 2 views, last one.
And that's why we have,
I watched the other one.
So, but
I don't watch them. I don't watch the podcasts.
Here, I'm okay with stuttering. I'm okay with, being me. And that's huge because a lot of times I find that we're trying to be someone that we're not in order to impress somebody that doesn't exist, like a fictional character that society.
A fictional observer, right? That's like judging our lives.
That's judging us. And we strive for perfection because that's somebody's watching. But in reality, I don't think we're special enough to where that person is paying attention to us. It's all
I agree.
in our freaking head, and we're making it all up. And the lack of authenticity is it shows if you're like trying to be fake, or if you're trying to be somebody that you're not to impress somebody. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For sure.
That was a lot. I'm sorry.
Be nerdy. I mean, I'm not a scientist or
agree.
doctor.
I totally agree. Yeah.
It's just weird whether you believe in religion or evolution or any of that stuff. But just a human brain just wants to path of least resistance, to evolve, to answer things. But
that's survival, right?
But consciously, this thing
we're social creatures, right?
But why we're so worried about the response of different types of people, whether they have value or not, especially social media. Why is that such a thing to us now when we realize it's actually very detrimental? But why is it been in society where people worry so much, whether you're little or whether you're older, whether whatever, you're just worried about so many people versus the people that are important, and your perception of self.
Yes.
Because it's this survival thing, to achieve and to go and to evolve. But then why is there this thing where we don't see ourselves the way that we should? It's like a glitch in our brain.
Well, I think it's an evolutionary glitch, right? So that thing that makes us worried about how people value us, right? External people value us, is I think part of what made humans successful, right? In the time where you needed to be, the valuable person to, like reproduce, right? This is obviously, many, many ages ago, right? But where you had to be perceived as the valuable person, or be perceived as, somebody with value to like go and attract a mate and stuff, right?
Yep. No, I hear you. It's all fake though, right? It's all, well, not fake. It's all made up in our head. Is what I mean. Yeah. It's fake because
perception's reality.
Because I could be thinking, oh man, that Jonny dude, like, I gotta put my guard up because he's
judging me.
He's judging me, right? So let me put my guard up, and then when I put my guard up, you sense it. And then you put your guard up, and then I go, oh shit, he put his guard up. Let me put my guard up more. And before you know it, we're distant, and we're like, hey, what's up? All shallow conversations. until you ask. You got to break that cycle.
Yeah.
You got to ask, hey, so tell me about you.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. You're from the Bay Area?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. And then as you have those small like breakthroughs, like you're like, oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We have this in common. We both do this. We both enjoy this. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
jujitsu obviously is badass.
Yeah.
This is a jujitsu.
The glue,
podcast, by the way.
The glue.
Yeah, that first glue.
The honey and the glue.
Honey and the glue, the
Hey,
sweet sauce.
Speaking of glue, did you know that he's been talking to
Sniffing
Jiujitsu
glue.
Grandma?
Oh.
Dude,
So
Tell us about that.
Tell us about that. Yeah, I'm like, look at this. I'm talking too much.
gosh.
And set the context for people who don't know who Jiu-Jitsu Grandma is.
Right.
So, in one of our podcasts or one of our lost episodes,
Was it a lost episode?
no, I don't believe so.
No, it was out.
So, one of the things that comes up in the podcast routinely is just people's story and purpose. And it's one thing to be male and strong and want to do this contact sport, which is great. But then we all have different reasons, and some of our past guests, why jiu-jitsu pulled us in. I believe that people find jiu-jitsu. I also believe that jiu-jitsu finds people. And then somehow because I'm big on, in my own journey I'm big on motivational quotes, stories, things that inspire me. And I was looking at Jiujitsu Grandma, great lady, and I mentioned her. And basically the story is in her late 60s, I believe.
Late 60s.
Yes.
And I'm not going to make fun of you yet, okay?
No.
But late 60s.
Okay, that was a half mark.
No.
because
Hey, I
you were
said
almost
I
there.
wasn't. What are you writing?
I'm not going to make
Because,
fun of you
that
that you're the
means
same
gonna-
age.
No.
You're gonna
That's
feel-
basically what you said.
Okay,
That's
so that's
basically-
what from Johnny, sir, at 1.5.
No. Let's
Finish
go.
his thought for
Let's
him.
go. Let's go.
You realize we're going to have
Jiu-Jitsu
to
Grandma.
not out of respect to Jiu-Jitsu Grandma. It's just a story where in a sport where it was hard for me to even start Jiu-Jitsu. I think I started maybe in my early 40s, mid 40s, something like that. And it was hard. Gosh, here's another one. Gosh, you can't even. When she's,
Go
when
ahead,
she,
go ahead.
if she makes
When
up a
Helio-
podcast,
when
we
Helio
can't
was-
have any of this. When
One of Helio's first students in your 40s. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay.
When the steam engine
No.
was invented.
Jiu-Jitsu Grandma. Okay, she's in her late 60s. She got into. A lot of people are afraid. They're scared.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm too old for that.
But her mindset, I love people's mindsets because she's in her late 60s. She lives in this, it's not a big town from my conversation with her, in Alabama.
Where's she? Oh, Alabama.
She's
okay.
in Alabama.
Nice.
Sweet. You can imagine.
Her name's not Jenny.
Her name is Elaine Wind, but that's her middle name because her last name is very
Secret.
long. And no, it's not secret. She,
No.
So it's just, it's
a
come out.
public figure.
Yeah, come out in the podcast because she's just an inspiration. It's a person that's an outlier in a good way, doing something because that's her journey, and she wants to do something where she's just basically trying to enjoy life.
Yeah.
And what's happened, and it's not her intent from my understanding, is it's her jiu-jitsu story, but people like us and people not in jiu-jitsu recognize it, and it's inspiring too, where right here, I mean, gosh, last time I looked, she had 39 followers. It's just blown up the last couple of years.
40.
And
She has 40,000
Thousand followers.
Pull that up. 40,000 followers. Holy smokes. She is a badass.
She's big time.
so, we made jokes about you.
Did I say $40,000? No, 40,000.
Fo-
40,000 followers.
Dollars.
Dollars.
So if you go
followers.
through some of her posts, what's happened is
Hey, I know him.
Yeah.
Right there at the bottom. Go down. Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Right there. Click
She
on
took
him.
a bunch of pictures with like a bunch of famous
I know.
jiu-jitsu guys.
That's Leo from oh my God, Leo is an
Professor
amazing.
Lear.
Oh,
Yeah,
What's his
Professor.
name?
Yeah.
I met him at Gracie Baja. He
Yeah.
moved to east, somewhere in the East Coast.
That's
yeah.
neat. There's a little connection. And then I think the one next to that, if you click out of that, is also Cyborg, I believe.
Yep. Look at that.
So there are people at world Hall of Fame levels, but it's the story that she represents.
Yeah.
Where she has done something different. And when you think Jiujitsu Grandma, and I was fortunate enough to talk to her last week, sweet as can be.
Oh, look at that Elaine story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she is.
So basically, you can see here.
Ooh, let me see it. Unclick that. Let's see if we can get.
It really is. My professor said I may get black by the time I'm 80 and 70 now, which means I'll probably need a walker by the time I get to the mat. My name's Elaine Bayersdorfer. And I do jiu-jitsu.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so she's come up several times as this link.
First competitive sport I've ever been in. I started at 69.
All right. Go ahead.
Started at 69.
Yeah.
69.
Wow.
So, and she's continued. So the things we mentioned it's just inspirational, like what's everyone's story. Yeah. And especially what I was interested in, why jiu-jitsu is so, one of the things I learned that I teach my students is, it doesn't hurt to ask. Mm-hmm. So I've basically became a huge fan of hers. And several weeks ago, I said, I'm just going to send her a message.
Uh-huh.
And with all these followers, and she responded back. I mean, she's just a down-to-earth person. And then we started talking. And I said, you know what? I am on a podcast. I'm a very sophisticated, mature interviewer, but I have two of these knucklehead guys. And the three of us would be interested in possibly interviewing you on our podcast. Granted, it's small, but we love your story. And she was so gracious. So basically, yeah. So I talked to her about a week ago, and I didn't try to go over her story because if we do have her, and she's very interested, she wants to do it, I wanted to tell it and so I could experience it too with you guys. Mm-hmm. But I just explained who we were. I've never had grandparents. I've never had aunts and uncles, cousins, but I felt like she was my grandma.
Yeah.
I felt very comfortable, and I think she and we actually were just talking like we knew each other, and that's special too. She has a special energy, obviously. I also mentioned to her, because she wants to complete her worlds, and I said, hey, are you going to do worlds? And she said, well, depends on finances and that. It's not like they're hurting, but I said, you know what? With this inspirational story and what she's doing, and now she's recently purple, and you can see she competed, I think that was PANS, which not only is she competing, she's competing at high-level tournaments. The only thing higher than PANS, I believe, is worlds. And she's looking at worlds. And then kind of thinking like, well, she's giving a story to people that inspires them. Why not help Jiujitsu Grandma? And that's where I was coming to you guys, thinking, why don't we create something where we can fund her trip?
Yeah,
like
let's start. Let's go GoFund.
GoFundMe. So I did some basic research.
I agree.
That'd be awesome.
I'm with it.
I'm down too.
Okay, and I priced in. There's a hotel that works with Worlds and IBJJF. Plane tickets. I would like her. What I also found out in the conversation is when she went to PAN, she could only go the day that she competed. Oh. But she wants to see the other competitors just like anyone. She wants to enjoy the event. She has people, and I said, wouldn't it be great if we sent her a couple days before, because it's in Vegas. She sees the whole tournament because she's a poster person for jiu-jitsu. That's what jiu-jitsu is about. And then she can enjoy it, and then she can stay after, and then hotel and meals, and just so if anyone deserves to go, it's her. She has the spirit of what jiu-jitsu is. She has the spirit of how people should live their lives. It's just, it was hard for me at 40, alpha male, I'm going to be macho dude. But can you imagine being a grandma and you're like, well, husband, I got to talk to you. I got a new hobby. Well, what are you going to do? Plant more flowers? I'm going to do a contact martial art.
Damn. That's
awesome.
And then
it's
your
so
kids,
cool.
but there's so much support.
Yeah.
It seems like, it's great. And I don't want to go too much into it.
No, why not? Why not? I'm digging this.
She had such a pure spirit, and I've been around enough. This is where you make the old person jokes, so I'll just give you a tally.
Wait, we didn't even.
I can sense it now, but
he made a joke about himself in his head, and so that's why he's adding it.
See, we just talked about this. How don't make stuff up. We didn't even think about it, but now that we're
okay. Yeah. See, I told you I was coming.
Yeah, so it's good.
But the one thing I love, and then joking aside, because I love you guys, I'm older, but she may be older, but her spirit is so pure and strong and young. Just her energy, just in that little clip, you could see it. That was her on the phone call. That is her. And she's very humble. She was sitting there like, well, I'm not sure if I, be on a podcast. And so I'm like, no. And so we're going to work on it. And we talk to each other every couple of days. And how's the training going? And how are you doing? How's your day?
That's awesome.
We're friends.
Yeah.
She says, and we said we're friends. And it's great.
Yeah, it'd be great to have her on and send her to Worlds. That would be so cool.
Yeah. I've never done a GoFundMe, but it shouldn't be too difficult to set up. We can tell her story. I mean, there's plenty of information on social media. We'll make sure she approves it. She's cool with it. And then, let's run it. Let's share it amongst friends. How much did you say? Like $2,500?
I said $2,500 rough numbers in terms of, I priced the plane tickets there 2 days before and after.
Spirit.
Yeah. She's going to have
no
to.
Spirit, dude.
Now, the one thing, and I love you, Jiu-Jitsu Grandma, if you ever listen to this, you're going to have to ride with certain cargo. But I think I got you next to the chickens and a goat, but I didn't want to put you by the pigs because that's a different type of flight. But get her there.
Pan Am Airlines doesn't operate anymore, dude. You have to send her on a more modern airline.
Hot air balloon, you'll get there in about a week. It might blow you the right way, but the jet stream goes the other way, so we'll see. Attach a GPS
around the world in 80 days.
Oh my God!
You have to go around.
No, Jiu-Jitsu Grandma, that's not the case.
I even wanted it where she didn't have to worry about paying for Ubers and meals, registration, all that. Just where it could be, she could just enjoy herself. She could go around and take more of these. It's just
now you have to. Yeah. Now we have to do it.
Yeah.
We have to do it.
It's just.
I mean, it's $2,500. We should be able to raise that fund. And even if we get to $1,500, that's now it's $1,000.
Honestly, I think we could get there. Even not.
I think it will blast.
Publicizing
I think we'll blast right through it.
Yeah.
And she just wanted some basics. Because that's her. But I said, let us kind of direct my thinking. Let us kind of work it so we can get people just to show how much they appreciate you.
Yeah, because she is the prize. She's an inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, so people will pay for that. $5, $10 here because she is inspiring. Like, oh my God, they'll live. I can't say that word.
Vicariously.
Yeah. ESL.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's
You're
okay.
good.
Yeah,
I'm still staring at that stubble. I can't even focus.
Oh man,
dude, it's handsome.
Really?
You got that like Chris Pratt, Star-Lord thing going on. I'm serious, dude. I'm not joking. You got a little stubble.
And Jiu-Jitsu Grandma is married to her high school sweetheart. That's something we have in common. But look out, you cannot have that stubble because I think she's going to be in the same place I am, where she won't be able to focus on what she's saying. God,
come on.
Jiu-Jitsu Grandma, I'm going to have to give you some tips on how to deal with this guy. He is handsome.
Oh my God, I am blushing. I'm blushing now, man. Come on, stop it.
So if we get certain people that donate a certain amount, there could be some like special things. I was thinking actually autographed pictures of Luis for $50 and above.
With the stubble, right? With the
$100 with stubble.
The Luis 2.0, new and improved stubble version. The stubble upgrade.
All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this.
I like it because if we ever get sponsorships, I want some there's beard oil, but I think we could get a first stubble oil.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are gonna have to give me a class on this.
Yeah.
I've never had this long.
It looks good so far.
I've never in my entire life.
Shaven? You're a clean shaven guy?
Yeah, military Marines.
Really?
Fucking told me I needed a shave every fucking day, and guess what I did?
But you had facial hair before you joined the military.
No.
A little bit. A little stash. A little Latino stash. Come on.
Were you like in 6th grade and you had that little stash?
No, I had the little stash. That's it.
You had a little stash.
And it was horrible. It was ugly.
Did you shave it?
Well, I had it. That was my thing because I didn't know any better. I was young, you know. But then military, boom, all of it off.
Yeah.
Cool. And then that's it.
Yeah.
So it's funny how you're kind of programmed into it, and you don't know any other way, and you're kind of like in that in that vortex, and you're okay with it. Shit. Yeah,
You get used to it. You get the routine.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's all clean. But then, who told me? Actually, my wife is like, "Hey, I kind of like that."
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's back to what we're saying. That's
it's in
the thing
right
that's
now,
most,
dude. It's in.
I go, really?
important. There's a significant other.
Do you straight razor or what? What do you do? Straight
Everything's
razor.
straight
I
razor.
don't. I'm
Every
afraid
day?
I'm going to cough and then they're going to find me
Every
dead
day.
in the bathroom.
You got one of those little 1920s little electric foil things or what? What do you
Wait,
got?
how do
We're
you
going to set a record on
No,
this podcast.
He uses like an electric.
Holy
You use an electric thing though, right?
No, I do a razor, a regular razor. I like
Okay.
it. It's meditative. I get to shit there.
Shit there, yeah.
I get to shave there and shave
Do
my
you
head.
shave with a goat around that's shitting?
That motivating you in the corner.
You're meditating.
I think every podcast is going to have yellow tortillas, Jiujitsu Grandma, paper cutter.
Oh no,
and
no,
goat
no,
poop.
no.
me
Yellow
go.
tortillas
Let me go.
is the thing. Like you can't not have yellow tortilla.
One
Yeah.
comment. One yellow tortilla
man.
comment.
You know
So-
who? Go ahead.
No, so I wanted to get the straight answer. Do you use like a Gillette like multi-blade thing or
Yes,
what do you do?
multi-blade.
Multi-blade.
Yeah, and I
Hey.
knocked that out.
And what about down there? Do you like?
Little wax, little Brazilian. You go Brazilian.
You go Brazilian down there, huh?
Have you ever seen? Let's click out of this,
You wanna
Johnny. Look
slice
up
and
the guy
dice, huh?
who cuts hair by burning hair. Have you ever seen that?
Oh no.
No. He
It's
sits
not down there.
Oh,
It's everywhere.
I got a story.
No.
I got a story. I got a
Okay,
story.
pull that up. Okay.
I got a story. You guys are
Hair
fucking love it.
burning barber
So we're
or what?
Yeah.
So it. Oh my God, you ready? There's alcohol involved. Okay, so we're in San Diego, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in San Diego, and at Gaslamp District, it's about 10 Marines. Puerto Rican. They're all Puerto Rican Marines too. All right, and we're at a salsa club, and we get there, and we're
Of
fucking
course.
feeling good,
Of course.
and we order 10 cucarachas, 10 cockroaches.
Is this
Okay.
the one, the fire one?
Yes.
You
Yes.
said this on another podcast.
I did?
Told us this
Yes.
once.
Oh,
And the bartender?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. See?
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
It's awesome.
Cheers. We did cheers.
Oh,
We were all on fire. We almost
That's
lit the whole
awesome.
bar on
I
fire.
still can't believe
And
that
then,
story.
and then the
bet it
bartender
cleaned up your little stash
cleaned
too.
it up. Well, no, that was my
Didn't have to
eyebrow.
shave. You didn't have to shave for a week.
Did you lose part of an eyebrow with that?
Well, yeah. It
Oh, you didn't say that
it
in the
burned,
story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, your
I was
arm hair,
I
right,
was supposed to
everything.
like take the shot, right? Because he reserved them and relit them.
Yeah.
And boom, I'm like, and then I had a cough. So instead of like doing the common sense thing, and no, I coughed right through it.
Fire breathing
You did
dragon,
not say
dude.
that in the podcast.
Fire breathing
oh my
dragon.
Gosh,
Fire-breathing
you're lucky.
And then it stunk like burnt hair.
Oh my
Like
God.
Game
And
of
then-
Thrones gone bad.
And then it was time to go. See, so it's oh my God,
You
that.
didn't have to trim your nose hair, your stash, your eyebrows for like 3 weeks of it.
So let's see what this guy is doing.
So one of the things is I came across when you go down rabbit holes is they use fire
right there. Put it on.
to basically,
What?
but also to trim hair.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is what he's trimming it. Or no, straightening it.
Yeah,
Or
straight-
straightening.
There's
with
one guy
fire.
that can actually trim your hair. They
No,
took
we
a
want to find
No
out.
Yeah, cuts,
freaking
cuts.
way. No way. You can't have that.
So in
That's-
terms of my challenge, there we go.
Oh, this guy.
my
Ooh, look at
God,
that.
Look at him.
That's
Oh, he's
fancy.
straight up.
It must stink in there, dude.
Oh yeah.
So I have a business proposition for you.
What's up?
Well, this
I'm
looks
not
like
investing in one of these.
No.
no.
Too much liability.
No.
We are going. It's going to be a hybrid, like food fusion. You know, it's going to be Brazilian waxing with fire cutting fusion.
Oh no.
Instead
no.
of the
no,
wax
Down there?
No.
you burn it down
Everywhere?
there.
Ouch. You like that?
These
huh?
are experts. Look at this. Can you
You
play a
like
little bit
that.
more? This is
You wanna see
tender.
more of
This
this?
isn't just some amateur. Look at that. Look
So
at
he's
this.
got he's got like a
technique.
little comb.
Well, it's a technique. It's no different than doing brain
How
surgery.
freaking bushy are you, bro?
Damn. I
Wow.
know.
He's going to need a blowtorch.
What is going
Oh
on?
my gosh.
It's a great world we live in.
That's
yeah.
Where we could talk about
yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu Grandma and we could talk about cutting hair with fire.
This guy's an innovator though. Who
Well,
comes up with this? They got nothing better to do. They're like, oh,
let's try this.
But what if you're
and I
cutting
bet
someone's
it's
hair
like
with a lot of
100. I bet it's
Aquanet?
150.
I bet it's so expensive.
What if someone comes in with
yeah.
a perm with Aquanet? Remember that? Your whole head would
Aquanet?
go up like a freaking
Aquanet.
With
Yeah.
that,
The
with
white
that,
one?
like
with
a
that
balloon.
super
of helium. Yeah, just
Super hold.
and then they look like you and me.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, dude.
All
We
right.
carry it
What's
really
wrong with
well. You're carrying it better than me today. You look sexy. I'm gonna say it like 5 million times today.
Damn.
All right.
Just fishing.
So back to
You're fishing
Jiu-Jitsu
for
Grandma.
compliments.
So for anyone that's still this far in our podcast, episode 6, what we plan on doing
Go fund me.
is GoFundMe.
So how do you? Let me see. How do you set it up?
How do you do it? How
A
does one
GoFundMe?
GoFundMe?
Yeah.
I'm not
I think
sure.
we're gonna have to like create an account,
Pull it up
and
really
the
quick
campaign
and
and
see.
stuff.
And what I would like to do is I would like to go out and visit her in person in Alabama.
Here we go.
So
Yeah,
let's
if
see
there's
here.
anybody out there that knows
Yeah, if
how
someone-
to go fund me.
You could-
Okay, so you start
yeah.
your fundraiser, you share with friends, and then you manage donations. You can withdraw your stuff. Okay.
And I believe 100% goes to the person. It's not.
Yeah.
And what
They don't
happens
take a
is
little percentage or nothing.
I don't
right?
think
Yeah.
so. And then what we do is we would make it and have her, I believe, I think, to put in her name so she receives the funds.
Yeah, yeah.
And then probably get some information, seeing how, if there's like a bio, what we're looking
pricing.
for. But I would like to set it up so it's all explained. All she has to do is say, it looks good,
Nice.
guys, and let's do it. So.
Hell-
Transaction fees, but that's on the person that donates. It's not gonna. I don't believe that comes
If they're
out. of
Yeah,
my
I've
stuff.
never
Yeah.
done this. I'm gonna. You know what? I got a buddy that's done a few of these. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask him. He did it for the Gilroy. I don't know. There was something going on in Gilroy, so
Mhm.
he raised some funds for that. He raised a lot of
The
money.
fires or something?
Yeah.
Maybe? Was it a
There was
fire-related
some
thing?
kind of shooting out in Gilroy at the
Oh
Garlic
yeah,
Festival.
yeah. At the garden, garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he raised quite a bit of money
Mm.
for that. So
That
yeah,
was crazy. That was crazy when that happened.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was Gilroy. Yeah, and I think they canceled it for a while.
Yeah.
But then again, I wanted to give people, if they're interested in us, it's like what we go back to. It's like, what's your story, but then also who inspires you? Can you inspire people? And
Yeah.
can you help people out? And this would be, I think, a really cool thing to do for someone that is, again, just I could see her. She could be doing chess. She
Yep.
could be playing guitar. She's the same person. She just happens to be doing jiu-jitsu. She
Yeah.
would still be awesome. And that's what's great. She just happened to fall in jiu-jitsu, and I think the jiu-jitsu world is embracing it because we do have our, Gordon Ryans and Marcelo Garcias, and, we talk about a lot of people, but this is a different type. It's a regular
Yeah.
person just loves jiu-jitsu, and I think everyone appreciates
the
that.
jiu-jitsu community really respects those people that, still do the sport through all kinds of like weird, interesting, different challenges, right? And so, not that, being elderly is necessarily a challenge, but, you lose bone mass, you lose muscle mass, you're a lot more, physically probably fragile, right? And so it kind of is inspiring, and it takes away the excuse to all like these other people who are, maybe guys who lift weights and they're like, oh no, I'm too old to do jiu-jitsu. It's like, dude,
No,
there's
there's no
jiu-jitsu
excuse.
grandma on here. Now you got no excuse. You got to
Yeah.
get in there, right?
Yeah, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
I love that. See, that's inspirational, and I think that will create a lot of buzz and traction. And I think we should help and just have that in mind.
I'm hoping to tell
So-
her, or if she listens to it, I mean, jokes aside, with me being 52, even though I go through my ups and downs, going through injuries, I think there's Jiu-Jitsu Grandma who's going through the same type of things, because we talked about injuries in our last little texting back and forth, but it's just the way it is. I'm like, man, Jiu-Jitsu Grandma's getting it
She's a
done.
beast.
Yeah.
She's
And
getting it done.
No, just let's go. Because I do like the Goggins that we talked about, or the Jockos, and all these. And
The Jocko.
yeah,
Oh man.
but this is
But
this
these guys are like tough, strong,
Alpha
like,
males,
physically
yeah.
fit
But-
guys. It's like
she has the same type of message in her own way, though. Like, go out there and go after it.
Get after it. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So that's her mind. That's super, super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
While
love that.
being very sweet and humble, and just a joy.
She's like you. Aww.
I am not humble.
You
I'm not
are
sweet.
You're
Sometimes I'm
humble.
joyful. I think the only thing we have in common is I'm kind of old. And
Hey,
but
He
she's
said
but
it.
she's young.
We should get a
Hey.
negative
Okay, I'll
one
do a
each
negative
for
one. You're
that.
still
Yeah,
setting a
negative
record.
No,
For
we
when
should
you
get a-
call
And we're both
yourself
perfect
out.
ones.
For when you preempt an old joke, it's a -1. All right, to the tally.
Hey, what book do you got? Oh, that's the Way of the Warrior Kid. Speaking of,
interesting.
So I'm not sure which. Talking about inspiration, it could be from people or it could be from stories. And so
shouldn't every adult read that?
You're calling me adult. Thank you.
No, really.
-1.
Well, even though it's,
I know,
it's
that's-
and this is a Jocko we're talking about.
Yeah.
He has motivational videos and his podcasts and other.
Oh, the podcasts
Books.
are very, very dark.
Yeah.
But what I like about this,
Good.
good. You broke all the bones in your body. Good. You went to a bar with 10 of your other Mexican
seen a
friends
couple.
and you set yourself on fire. Good.
You should set up Johnny Beats.
Johnny, set up some
that,
beats, and we
yeah,
could
yeah.
do homage to Jocko's Good as we're
Hey,
going over
We'll
this.
Hey,
do a remix. We'll
Hey,
do a
can we
remix.
do that? Will we
Can
be
you
able
knock
to
some
do
out?
like
Like a Jocko
some
Good.
freestyle?
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Jocko?
for sure. For sure. It'd be easy.
When you're walking the dog in the dog park and you step on a pile.
Good.
Oh my god.
Good.
Tell us about this book, dude. I want to hear about this book.
When you're filing papers in the office and you get that deep paper cut and then you use hand sanitizer and your hand hurts. Good.
Good.
And
You got to do
reflect
double.
on it, and you reflect on it.
You reflect on that. So Jocko, he just has stuff everywhere. Even though he's Jocko, I don't know him personally. I respect what he does, and this is a kid's book, but it doesn't mean that you can't learn anything from it. Yeah.
Oh, a lot of adults have not learned what's in those books.
No.
That's why.
Yeah, I was hesitant when you gave it to me but then again, I read comics and all that, but then you're insistent, so I wanted on that. And actually, I read
It's an
it
easy
last
read.
week. It was an easy
Yeah,
read,
it's
and
an
I
easy
fell
read.
into it, and you fall in love with stories. So basically, it's this young boy, and he has issues at school. I don't want to give it all away. And he's getting bullied, and he's not doing well in school, and he's just not thinking he's capable of anything. And then his uncle comes to visit for the summer, who's in the military, and basically guides him through some things that he sees in his nephew that he doesn't see in himself, and nudges him, pushes him appropriately, models it for him,
Mm-hmm.
and all these life lessons that we all should know take place. And even though it was just a summer, what I like about this story is that it sets this fictional character up for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then going back, like we shared just with my own life, no family members, all that. It's so kind of lost somehow. I figured it out, but it was, adults and coaches, and that's why I'm big on, do you make an impact? If I
Yeah.
didn't have those people, I might not be there. The big thing, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say really quick that there is 3 more summers. So there's a part 2 and part 3.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So I'll have to get those. Okay, because and I'm a big book reader. I read a lot of books. I try to. I don't read as much as I used to, but this is nice because, number one, I learned things from it, even though it's meant for young people, but it's good for old people. Number 2, it reminded me of the joy of reading. And the big one that I hear about is just the discipline equals freedom.
Discipline equals
Yeah.
freedom.
And that's one
Yeah.
that we talk about in the gym a lot, especially our friend Richard that I hope we're on. It's just not motivation,
Yeah.
it's discipline. And I was confused about that, but what I like, and I don't want to give away the whole book, is that when you're disciplined, you're able to accomplish more things, and it brings you more fulfillment and joy. But it also, the thing that clicked with me, I wasn't thinking about it, also freedom, because it also takes away things that maybe are holding you back.
Distractions.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
diet. Maybe it's just you not pushing yourself to see what you're capable of.
I think the note I think that you're touching on is that and I think a lot of people struggle with this right now, is the challenge of deciding, making a decision.
Analysis paralysis.
Analysis paralysis, right? It's like, do I go to jiu-jitsu today, right? And if it were just part of your routine, part of your discipline, that choice isn't even there. It doesn't even enter your mind. You're like, I'm going to jiu-jitsu today. And the same thing with all other things in your life. It's like, oh, should I choose, the red sweater or the blue sweater? And it's like, nope, today's blue sweater day, right? And boom, you don't even spend any moment on it. And you can build on this and really change your whole life and become free from that paralyzing analysis.
Yes.
Right? It's so many people struggle with now, I think, so, especially like young people.
And you obviously read the book too, but just to ask you, and it's not only discipline equals freedom, it's also, I think I would add, maybe I missed this in the book, it's also being disciplined about the things that really matter.
Right.
Making sure I spend my
Focus.
time, like I was saying.
Yeah.
It's like, you just made me think, why am I worried about what people think? Why am I worried about posts on social media? Why am I...
how many likes I got. Right?
Yeah, it's just, but again, like we mentioned, our significant others and family, it's just, I need to be disciplined, making sure, again, I mentioned in one of the podcasts, be the best dad, husband, friend, teacher I can be, but taking care of me the best I
Is
can.
number
So that-
one.
Yeah.
You're number one. You cannot take care of anybody.
You're number one.
Number one oldest person in the United States.
That's going to be two, sir, because
the
that hurt. That's the first time we got a double
That
points
freaking
because that
escalated.
actually hurt a little bit.
The number one.
Sorry about the volume, guys. That one hurt. That's two.
That like escalated fast.
I try to be good. I try to create a shield. I try to have discipline in my responses, but I have no freaking freedom when you guys keep doing that. You sip that water.
You keep setting me up with more jokes. Just stop. Just stop.
I was trying to say something meaningful.
Sorry,
I
go
didn't
ahead.
even know what I was talking about.
That
Number
was
one. You were
meaningful.
number one. You're talking about
number
you being
one.
number
I
one.
was making a bad joke, and you came in and kicked the door down on top of my head. Old freaking man, get off my lawn.
So Johnny beats.
Anyways.
I'm pumped about
Yeah.
this, man.
Did you guys hear the last song about the stinky dog? Stinky dog.
Oh, yeah.
We got him
My
groomed.
favorite.
We got him groomed.
Oh, yeah.
He's looking supreme right now. He can see again. Poor
Jonny
guy.
Moneyjams.
I always feel so bad. He's like
He is a great
got
puppy.
so much-
What kind of doggy is it again?
Schnauzer, little mini Schnauzer.
That's right.
So
Oh my
good.
God.
Yeah,
His name
yeah.
is
That was.
Pretzel. He's
His
so
name is Pretzel. He's
cute.
German.
You know
Schnauzer,
what?
yeah.
That feels like 3 months ago. I've been going so fast, so just go.
Grind. Hashtag grind.
Gotta slow
And-
down a little bit,
Yeah,
man. We miss you.
Yeah, I felt. Wow. So
Miss your paper cutter.
yeah, why don't we put it on? Can you put it on?
Yeah. Let's put on.
Yeah, as we're talking about that, as I pump up Moneyjams, it was funny because I like listening to all his songs, but this one, when I was preparing my classroom in the morning, I literally left it on the loop for at least 15, 20 minutes.
oh my gosh.
No, and I'm like, what am I doing? Actually, I sent you some, like...
Oh
I
yeah,
said-
yeah.
Oh, I love this.
Oh yeah.
We got a stinky dog alert.
Yeah.
Dude, this is so funny because
Straight ranking.
all of my stories are like real from my life, like every single one.
Aroma.
And I feel bad because my dog is like the target of a lot of my songs. But
That dog looks
Yeah.
hilarious in
I
that
got a
bathtub.
stinky dog at home right now. I really hope his groomer picking up the phone
Right?
right.
because they're busy, they'll blow you off sometimes. They'll be like, "No, we're busy. We don't answer phone today."
Yeah,
it's
he's
like,
looking grim. Yeah, yeah. My dog hair, it be looking kinda nappy. The way he stare, he be seeming really angry. He got me
Oh,
scared
I
by
love
the way
this.
he looking at me. If we don't cut his hair, I think he about to slap me. But seriously, this dog needs to go for a trip straight to the GR double Omer. That's right, I'm spelling
That was
it
the-
out.
that was the-
He needs a
that
full
was the
service tail to snap.
best rhyme of the
First, we deal
song, I
with the
think.
hair that's mangled. For that, we gotta hit him up with the detangle.
Hey, did you,
They charge $10 extra actually for the detangle. For the
That's
detangle.
a crime.
Oh yeah.
Shame on those people.
It's crazy.
Hey, do you? This is all Chat GPT, right? All the lyrics.
No. No Chat GPT.
No, you're going to get to my favorite line in here in a minute.
I'm kidding.
at the end.
This is all original. It's all original.
Oh, I don't think ChatGPT is intelligent enough to be this creative.
I did
Bubble
try.
it up, bubble it up.
Yeah, I did try to have it like make up a couple songs. I wasn't really feeling it as much as like my own stuff. Right?
No way.
You have to kind of connect to it.
Yeah, that's one thing ChatGPT will never be able to do. Those creative juices.
Yeah.
You just can't. That's
Yeah.
that's
I actually
that's
had it
art.
write a poem though to Alex Simonis. We got to get him on for his company Technique, but maybe that's another one. But I did like a love poem to with the chat and I sent it to him.
It's fun. I bet it's hilarious, right? Like if you say funny or lighthearted poem, then it does yeah, you
It
kind of
does a really good job. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
modify it a little bit and
It's kind of scary
personalize it.
good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I might start using it for like,
Love letters.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
we'll be like Romeos. I'm gonna have one, dude, about your stubble.
Pigeon letters
Oh,
for your
shit.
pigeon letters that you send people.
So you can see right in there, I did the bubble it up, bubble it up.
Oh,
And
yeah, that
and
was
I
fun.
listened to this so many times. I knew when it was coming, I'd just be like, bubble it up.
I love that
bubble it up.
dog. That
They're all
This
good,
one, dude.
but
This
this
one's
one,
chilling, dude.
yeah.
This dog's
where do you
chilling.
find these?
They're just little silly emojis on Instagram. I need to get on YouTube. I think I'm gonna start getting on
Yeah.
YouTube. My viewership.
You know,
You need to
I
bump up
would,
those
I would
numbers.
recommend other platforms. For
Other
you
platforms?
To go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Then, you know, in my,
What are you thinking?
just I kind of dabble in different things, but I think YouTube would be.
YouTube's not the right forum.
No.
What do you think? What do you think I should do?
Well, I would tape that and put it on VHS and.
Ah.
VHS.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Stone tablet. I don't know if I can
Stone Tap.
write
gotta
these songs out on
chisel
stone
you.
tab.
Bubble it up, bubble
If you can help me translate into hieroglyphs,
Kinda
then
like-
I'll publish it on hieroglyph.com. Okay.
Hey, the good thing though, this will disappear. But if you did a hieroglyphs just like the Egyptians, they
Oh,
would
yeah.
have this
Last forever.
Money Jams bubble it up song.
Money
10,000 years from now, they'll find them like this is amazing.
Money Jams.
Put it on
Wow,
my
those
sarcophagus.
dogs must have been stinky.
Yeah.
Look, read this.
I love it.
This is a historical record
It's gonna
From
be in
the-
some museum.
from the
Circa
2020s.
2020.
2020.
It's gonna be next to like Air Jordans.
Retrieve the archives from the
You
2020s.
could be a tour guide, and here is a masterpiece of
The stinky dog.
literature. It's called the Stinky
What
Dog.
accent is that? Is that like
I
a
don't know.
I don't know.
Venetian-
German.
Well,
Venetian?
we're such a
museum
global
curator or
web right
what?
now. I'm trying to basically hybrid many different
I like
accents
that.
together.
I like that. One world,
One,
one people.
one
That's
people.
Good message.
Hey, that's a song, right?
yeah.
Could be. I don't know, Johnny. Are you gonna bust one out?
One people. We could try to bust one
Yeah,
out if
let's
you want.
do it.
If you want
Let's
to try,
do it.
do you want to try to
Yeah,
bust one out?
let's-
yeah.
So,
What do you need? What do you need?
so tell us what you're
do
doing
this
here,
live.
because this looks like
I don't know if this is going to come out good or not because all of my songs are written in the moment, and the bad ones never make it online, and the good ones
Well,
This
you
is
got-
live.
barely
you
make
know
it
we're called
online.
creatives. That's why we're podcasting
Yeah,
here. Not normal people can't do what we do. Would you agree, Luis?
No. I'm intrigued.
So I got an aux cord.
Okay.
Is there a place where you can hit me up with an aux cord?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let me explain to the listening audience. We got, which looks
Well,
like.
Can you take the one from the laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right,
Or
yeah.
is it what is it? Let me see.
It's
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
It
Yeah.
look- yeah,
No.
it looks like a keyboard
So I'm
with
just gonna unplug all this?
little
Yeah, just unplug it. We don't need the.
Or do you want me to unthread this one?
electronic turntables
just
and
unplug it.
buttons.
You can move the laptop. Yeah, we don't need the stinky laptop.
We got little dials here with different colors. It looks like something you would give a toddler when
So-
you're riding in the car.
Yeah,
Tell
so
them to
this
shut up.
thing is
Oh, there it
so
is.
much
Look at that.
fun. Let's see how this
The
sounds.
battery operated?
It's battery operated.
Get out of here.
This is my favorite
Move your
music
soda.
making device because battery operated. I could take it anywhere. I take it with me on vacation. I'm gonna take it with me actually on this vacation. Let's see.
Oh, look at that.
Dude, I could see you on the beach making up music for your wife.
What?
Okay.
boom, boom, boom. You're doing that. Stop.
Yeah.
Go poop.
Go hit it.
Go poop.
Ploppity
Let's
plop
go.
plop.
So let's see. So
I'm not very good at this now. Why?
We're
I'm
gonna-
on the
we're gonna go
spot.
with it.
the pressure's on, dude.
Yeah.
So basically what we do is let's turn on the metronome just to kind of start.
What's a metronome?
It's like the thing that gives you this tempo, right?
Oh.
And then we'll hit it with this little background beat.
Go poop. Plop, 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 plop. Go poop.
And then, so now that is on the tape, right? And then we can add more stuff.
Smell that?
Yellow tortillas. Yes. Homemade tortillas at the tap room.
Right? So now we got the little like backtrack,
Let's
right?
get some. Oh. Jocko Willing in the house. Where your kid? This glass is half full. Yours is half empty. This is an actual iPhone. It is a mini iPhone. Yes, yes. And these are some AirPods.
Now you're getting it.
These are white and there's two. That's a little green button and a little switch. Then I get my pen that acts as a stylus. Look at this mouse. It's Bluetooth. It works very well and it's super thin. Look at this heart. It's
Yeah.
great for me.
Go get it.
It helps.
Go get it. Go get it.
It reminds. Oh, I lost it.
Sorry. I messed you up, dude. I messed you up. Sorry.
All right. Hey, that was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Your turn.
Okay, ready?
Your turn. Boats and hoes.
Yo.
My turn. I'm up on the mat. I like cat scat. Picking it.
I'm a
Rub
real
it
old
over your
cat.
back.
He's a real old cat.
Real little cat. They say it's gross.
But I'm not about that.
I'm not about that. That's a fact.
Yeah. So we can like slow it down too.
He needs a little
I'm
slower.
old. I'm slow. I go with this flow. I can't have hair that grows. Half the time I break my frickin' toe. Yo, going to the mat one day. I don't know what the press is gonna say.
He hating.
He shows me some moves. I wanna just get some grooves. I got some stripes on my belt. After every session, get the welt. Jiu-jitsu for me and you.
There we go.
Sometimes we talk about goat poop. Plop
There we
plop.
go. That was gangster, dude. That was gangster.
Yo.
Yo. Break it down,
That's
Johnny
so funny,
Beats.
dude. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can top that, dude. I don't know if I can top those sick.
Let's go.
sick
Let's
rhymes.
go.
Let's see. Put me on the spot. Let's go.
Uh.
So I gotta like really like start like feeling it. Like you gotta feel it, and then we need like a topic, like one consistent topic. We gotta try to keep it to one topic, right? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
The topic, keeping it to one topic.
Yo,
That is the topic.
Yo, don't get distracted. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Boom, boom,
Yo.
boom.
Yo, don't get distracted. Yellow tortillas, that's a fact is. Yo. I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. It's too much funny. But so usually what I'll do is I'll come up with like a chorus, right? And I'll base everything around that chorus, right? And then just try to keep it on topic the whole time, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all we do.
If I may interview you a little bit, so what got you into this? Do you have a musical background, and how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, so I did like the piano lesson thing, for a bunch of years, and then I kind of stopped doing it. I think the songs that they were teaching me just were like super lame. I wasn't
like
into
for
them.
Elise.
Yeah, it was like,
You want the stinky dog.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I know. I don't want to play that Mozart stuff. I want to get back to the stinky dog.
You can see little
music,
Johnny,
right?
like instead of twinkle, twinkle, little star, is like stinky, stinky little dog.
Yeah. Change it up, right? I'm changing it up.
Yeah, teacher's like, what the hell?
But so they were like teaching too much, just these like really boring, lame songs. And so I quit for a couple of years, but I'd still kind of play every once in a while. And then I got back into it, I think at like 17 or 18. And I really was like trying to do jazz, like get into like jazz music. And I really, really liked that. And then I like went off to college and I didn't really keep up with it. And then just like a couple years ago, I was like, dude, all these people are like just making music, like making music online, and not terribly, musically talented, right? They're just using the tools that can kind of help you develop that stuff really easily, right? So I was like, man, I should try to do that. That looks really fun, right? And so I don't do the like music channel thing to retire on music or do anything like that. Really, it's just that discipline thing, right? I need to publish one song a week.
Yeah.
Right? For every single week of the year, right? Maybe like skip 1 week on vacation or whatever.
Are you going
right?
to use this one?
I can do something with this one for sure. For sure. This one would be an easy one to do something with because it's got like a little gangster feel, right? You could like really get down into it.
It's
and
catchy.
Yeah. So my favorite thing is to make like a super hardcore like gangster beat and then just put like something lame, something stupid on top, right? Like the one of my favorite ones is like the sandals with the socks, right? And I'm like, I really tried to go hard with the beat, like, right? And I was like, yeah, sandals with the socks. I was actually scaring my dog doing like the gangster rap voice. Like, yeah, I've got the sandals with the socks, right? And he's like, who is this
tinkling itself
scary
as he's
guy?
making gangster rap.
I was so hardcore in my kitchen that I was scaring my dog, right? I was like, oh,
dude, that is hardcore.
It is hardcore.
Dude, there's nothing more gangster than making a little puppy pee itself in the kitchen.
Yeah, with your sandals, with your
throwing
socks,
down.
right?
Hey, sandals can be gangsters, especially if they're Crocs.
Yep, especially if they're Crocs. They weren't. They were Birkenstocks.
Oh, those.
Yeah,
no, those are really scary.
So maybe even more gangster. Yeah,
but Crocs can be scary, right?
Crocs can be gangster. Crocs can be gangster.
You should do one about like Merce's, or like I have.
What's a Merce?
A Merce is like a man purse.
Oh, okay.
A fanny pack.
Purse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that over
satchel.
Like
satchel.
Like a real heavy gangster type beat.
I do rock the fanny packs.
I
like fanny packs.
I love my fanny pack, but my family says there's too many zippers in it, but I like zippers.
I hate having stuff in my pockets.
Yeah,
that's like one of my
hate
biggest pet peeves. And if I could keep it all consolidated in a fanny pack, like, then I'm golden, right?
Yeah, I got a fanny pack because of motorcycle, right? Like I don't want it in my pockets; it's gonna fly out.
Yeah,
yeah.
And but your jacket,
even so,
doesn't have good zips. No?
And Jiujitsu, the gi, right?
And
like
the gi,
you have no pockets.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, that might be a
cool
pockets
cool
and
song.
gis.
Pockets and gis.
Yeah.
Hey.
Make a song about it.
Hey, it's just like the compression pants for the girls. Now they have pockets.
Hey,
they
guys can wear them too.
Yep.
Guys can wear compression pants.
You want to see?
Or no, they call leggings.
Yeah.
The girls call them leggings. The men call them compression pants.
Compression pants. Yeah.
But what are you compressing?
You're compressing all that junk.
Not the way I'm built, baby. There's no compressing this junk.
I bet it's all
100% man.
It's all
oh my gosh.
little tiny.
Hey,
they call you tiny.
You can make fun of old me, but do not make fun of.
Hey, he said again.
You started, dude. You started.
it.
You started.
Like I need some massive support. You know, like
Well, some of those no-gi shorts are now starting to have pockets. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Like in the compression area.
Yeah, inside of it, yeah.
Yeah, they have pockets there, and it's like,
Holy
Can't even
smokes.
use a
Can
pocket
you believe that it's been an hour?
did we hit the hour?
already an hour, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And on that note, oh shit, we gotta go. Yeah, this was definitely good times. I don't even know how to end it. Yeah, episode 6 in the books. Wait, is this 6? Yeah.
Well,
is
it
6.
should be.
Excluding the lost episodes. Right?
So
won't
what's
talk
7,
about those.
8, 7, 8.
We don't talk about the lost
Yeah.
episodes.
Well, he doesn't because I'm not
Yeah.
going to say who's responsible.
Hey, learning.
but-
That was a learning curve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
took
you want to
took
give
how
us
many
the
times?
rundown,
Recap.
the
Yeah,
recap.
you started out briefly with vacay, the importance of it. Johnny, have fun with that. Be safe, enjoy it. Always
Woo,
yellow,
vacation.
always yellow
Yeah.
tortillas. I don't know why it shows up. But then we got into a more serious thing where we talk about. It was kind of neat to see us when we talked about our significant others and our spouses.
Oh, that's right. That was
Yeah.
cool.
And then, just how we feel about them. And then we talked extensively about one of the icons of jiu-jitsu. She probably wouldn't like
Jiujitsu
that.
Grandma.
Jiu-Jitsu Grandma.
In the house.
Dude, yeah.
And we'll update the viewership and listeners on us making some steps towards getting that GoFundMe set up, and if you want to support her. And then also we will
Did you say goat fund? Or
Goat
GoFund.
Goat fund me.
You know what Goat Fund
Dude,
is.
we should
but
make
we're
a
not
parody.
talking
We
about
should make a parody website called Goat Fund Me.
Write that down. Hey, dude, we have to have a lot of
Nobody
passive
steal our
income.
idea.
Yeah.
Nobody steal our
That's
idea.
Goat
trademarked.
fund me.
What time is on the thing right now?
102.
Yeah, that's going to be for our trademark. Okay, so so again about inspiration, finding your why. It's going to be great to know Jiu-Jitsu Grandma's why. Like, what makes you think in the world you were in, like, oh, I'm going to do Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to discipline. And we're talking about that off the idea that's shared in many things, especially the way of the Warrior Kid, written by Jocko, and just how it's not just for children, it's for adults too, and how you can impact other people, just like Jiu-Jitsu Grandma impacts people.
Gee,
You could do little things. And then we ended up with a very creative musical genius, Jonny Moneyjams,
we got
and
a
with a
jam.
special first time song from our very own Sexy Stubbleface.
Yeah.
Stubble
Yeah.
face. That's my new nickname.
That's gonna be your.
Hey, yours was gangster too. I think yours
I think
took
yours
it.
was the most
Yeah.
gangster.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You slowed it down so I could
I had to
keep
slow
up
it
with
down,
it.
yeah.
I had it. It's kind of like when you
Windows
lower
90
the rim for kids who can't jump.
He's
Or old people.
he's Windows 3.1.
It's like a modem.
Yeah.
It's like the beat was like
AOL.
dunk.
American.
We had to slow down the clock speed on the processor
Here
a little bit.
Here modem.
What was that? The Commodore or the
Oh, dude.
Oh, like the Commodore.
Commodore 1800 or whatever it was.
I mean,
Damn.
multiple with the world record for how many times they made fun
Damn.
of me, despite the minus points.
Despite the minus
Despite
one.
the minus points, we still, I think,
you
broke
gave
a record.
yourself?
Yeah, I'll give you official count.
Nice. Well, on that note, I want to thank our audience, our listeners. Thank you so much for your support. And I hope this brought a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of value. And remember, let's strive to improve at least 1%, just 1% per day.
Yes.
That is all we got. We love you. We appreciate you. And El Pinche Podcast is out.
I love it. 1% every day. That
1%
means
every
after 100 days I'm done.
Yeah. Good.
That's some math stuff.
Yeah.
Get gooder.
Get gooder.
Good.
Get gooder. Get gooder.
We'll do that next time.
Yeah. Good.
I stubbed my toe. Good.